Alrighty then. So, putting wheels and tires on the GTO. What is that like? How do you do it? And boy, I tell you, it's a job. So if you've never put wheels and tires on a race car before, sometimes it's a little bit special. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the ins and outs of the special side of that and putting the wheels and tires on this hot rod back here. So right now, we've been working on suspension, and that's why the wheels and tires are off of it. It's down on blocks. Literally, the GTO is on blocks right now. What the heck? Anyways, we've been making go fast changes to it, so that way at the next race we're at, it'll go even faster. So you guys y'all just hang tight. We're gonna be going faster really soon, and I'm excited about that. So, but first, we've got an event coming up at Speedline Automotive Sales, Trunk or Treat. It's on October 27th. It's here in Tennessee, in Kingsport. There's like a farmer's market at the Food City there in Kingsport, and we want to see you guys there. So I'll drop some information down below in the description on that. So you guys sit back and enjoy. Let's get to work on this. And no, Jesse won't be in this episode. He's camping right now, and normally I got him in the floor walling around with these tires, giving him a hard time. So you guys, you'll miss out on him on this one, but he will dang sure be in the next episode. So anyways, guys, let's get to it. All right, guys, before we get this car jacked up in the air, we start making changes. We need to look at these wheels here, do a visual inspection, what all we got going on here. Okay, tires looking good. Inside of it just needs to be cleaned up. Okay, we'll wipe this down before we put it on. And then I'm a stiffler for putting wheels and tires on, so when I do that, what I do is I mark one of the stud holes, okay? And I also mark it over on the car as well. So every time you put the wheel and tire on, it's always in the same spot. I'm weird like that, but that's just how I do things, and it just keeps things consistent. So let's get this thing cleaned up, and then we'll get it back on the wheel there. All right, so got a little trick here for y'all. See that mark right there? All right, so that's my index mark where I want this hole right here to go. So let's slap that bad boy on there and then get our lug nuts on there. Now, lug nuts, I know this is really basic, but some people don't know that. All right, so washers on wheel washers for certain types of rims and certain types of lug nuts, the washer actually has to go on a certain direction. See how that says wheel side? The reason is, see how it's got a little bit of a radius right there? That's why. It's wheel washer. See like that? That's how it goes, just like that. All right, so let's get to it. There y'all go, got it on there. What I like to do, start these by hand, just like that. Boom, boom, and boom. And now what I'll do is I'll get an impact, zip these dudes on. All right, guys, what y'all want to do when you go to impact these on, I'll show y'all how to do this right here. All right, see this washer? You gotta make sure that the shank is going inside the washer, all right? And then instead of just zipping this on, you want to go easy. All right, yeah, there we go. We're in good shape. The shank went inside of the wheel. We're in good shape. That's what we want. All right, now we're ready to torque all these bad boys down. All right, guys and gals, we just got the fronts on there. Let you guys see it here. Boom, check it out. Wheels is on there, that simple. All right, we still gotta torque them down though, but I like getting all of them on there and then torquing everything down at the last step. All right, so let's go back here and let y'all see what fun it is to put the rear wheels and tires on this thing. It's a little bit of a mess. When you've got a race car, okay, and you live race car life, and you drive it on the street and all that good stuff, and you want big tire look, and you want big tire problems, you're about to see what some of that looks like. Okay, so let me show y'all a couple of things here. All right, if you got a big tire car, okay, your biggest problem is getting the wheels and tires off of it, believe it or not. You're thinking, well, why is it that way? Well, a couple of reasons why, okay? And it's got to do with this wheel well opening right here, okay? If you noticed, that is not a circle, okay? It's not a circle. It curls back in. Let me show you where it curls back in. All right, see that spot? See how it does like this? Okay, when you see a tire on it, you'll really see it hardcore. That makes it a nightmare to get a big tire off, okay? So you've got a couple options. One, unhook the shocks, let the rear end drop way down, now you can pull the wheels and tires off of it, or let the rear end droop down as far as it'll go, and then pull all the air out of the tire, and then pull the wheel and tire off. So it's a little bit of a step. Now, a lot of y'all are thinking, well, Pro Mod cars don't do that. That's a fact. They do not. The reason they do not is because they got big old wheel well openings, and I'll show y'all an example of that right here so y'all can see the difference and why it is way easier to get the wheels and tires off of those bad boys versus as this bad boy. So, take y'all over here, let y'all see this. That's what my tire looks like. That's a big tire. We got to get that stuffed inside of that. So let's get to it. All right, guys, let's get to it here. All right, first things first, we got to move this extension ladder over here. Oh. Wheelie bars, extension ladder. I like extension ladder. I think that's kind of funny. All right, let's get this out of the way. All right. Okay, first things first. When putting drag slicks on race cars, and probably for anything for that matter, I work in a fab shop in here, so when you're working in a fab shop, you got crap everywhere on the floor. You better sweep the floor first before you move your extremely high dollar racing slick and try not to get a piece of metal or a screw in it. So let's clean this floor out real quick, get the car jacked up, and get that tire put in there. Let's get to it. All right, got the old trusty push broom out. Get a little bit of sweeping here going on. A good sweeping action. Some of that high quality footage for y'all right here, man. Did you ever think you'd see old redneck push a push broom? What the heck, my daggum torque wrenches in the floor. It ain't worth a dang. All right, set this over here. All right, let's get back to sweeping again. All right, now we've got that cleaned up decent. All right, so right here, perfect example. Boom, that's what I was looking for, just to show y'all. All right, see that? Right there, it's a welding wire. Yeah, that's a worst enemy right there for a drag slick. So that's what I'm saying. Sweep first, boys. Sweep first. All right, so let's clean this up. All right, now we slipped it up. Got our pile over here. We'll get that cleaned up. Let's go ahead and get this old girl jacked up. Get jack stands under it. Let's see here. All right, this is where the fun is. Okay, get the jack under it. Right there. All right, so that's our jack point right there. Get pulled out a little bit more. Yeah, boy, right there. All right, money. All right, let's get this thing jacked up real good. This is the hard part on this one, because it's got to get crazy high up there and then put on jack stands. All right, so now we've got it jacked up in the air and it's on jack stands. So right there, we got to have it up that high. Rear end completely droop down, pull our blocks out, and now we can put the wheel on. All right, that's a little bit of work. We need some pro jacks, guys, badly. Good Lord, it takes too much to jack this thing up. All right, let's get after it. Oh. All right, guys. Time to put these big old meats in there. This ain't always easy either. Okay, see the marked stud on there. Go ahead and get it lined up. What I'm looking at is the mark in here of what lines up on there. All right, let's get it on in there. This may look weird. This is the best way I figured out how to do this. Okay. All right, we've got the valve stem out, okay? And all the air is out of this tire. You're about to see why here in just a second. Just like that. Jesse, where you at, man? All right. Not that easy of a job. But now a lot of you are like, why is it doing this? Why can't you get the rear end to drop down even farther? Now, if you had longer shocks on it, you could do that. Or if you took the shocks off of it and just let it droop all the way down, then we wouldn't have to let the air out of the tire to get it on there. But I found it's way faster to do it this way versus taking the shocks off. It's just my experience. Okay, bolting these dudes on. All right, a little bit different of a ball game here. This thing has Mark Williams axles, all right? And I've also got Mark Williams stud kit on this thing with their nut package, all right? These things are pretty nice and pretty expensive too, but they work really good and they last a long time. And the washer is built into them. Pretty nice piece right here. So go ahead and get them started. These, you don't have to worry about a shank. You just hammer down. All right, so let's get these on there and we'll clean the rim up and then we'll get it torqued down. Okay, now it's time. Put the valve stem back in. All right, so start by hand first, just like that, and then a little tool to tighten it up with. Boom, just like that. Now it's ready for air. Big tire props, bud. All right, so what I use to clean them with, Windex seems to work pretty good on the aluminum because it's got a high shine on it. And there's so much dirt and rubber it gets on these things. So I just take a microfiber cloth, some Windex, and it seems to clean them up pretty good and leave the shine on it pretty good. So that's my thoughts. But on the double bead lock, see how we got a little bit of rust right here? I just take a rag, it's got a little bit of oil on it, and I'll wipe them off here in a minute so they don't rust on me. So again, big tire probs. See there how it starts to clean up real nice like? Oh yeah, not too bad. Let's get this cleaned up. All right, guys, time to torque these bad boys out. Each torque wrench on there. Click, 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 click. All right, do the same process on the whole car. My car has two different sizes on it, so the front is one torque spec and the rear is a different torque spec. So you guys want to make sure you do the same thing on yours. Alright guys and gals, the wheels and tires are now back on the GTO. I hope y'all enjoyed that little episode there of how to install those bad boys. I know that may seem kind of weird, but I get a lot of requests of like how I do certain things and stuff like that. So I thought I'd put this out there and let you guys see it, because sometimes there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff on this car that takes a lot of time and a lot of work, and I just thought I'd show some of that and thought y'all get some enjoyment out of that. But anyways, I want to show you guys some of the shirts for kids stuff that we're doing right now. We've got a lot of cool stuff going with that, so let's check that out real quick. All right, so check it out here. So we're getting these packages built together. It's just the first couple we're working on right now. And what I'm doing is, this is all the stuff that was donated by Jonesborough Armory, and I'm literally just, you know, putting a couple things in each little bag here, so that way when a child goes home with it, they've got several little things that comes out of this. So again, thank you Cozy's Construction for buying this little package here, and thank you Jonesborough Armory for donating some stuff to go along in with it as well. So yeah guys, we're gonna rock and roll here. Again, if anyone's interested in doing this, whether you're a company or not a company, it's completely cool. If you want to buy one shirt or a bunch of shirts or hats or whatever it is you want to do, hey, holler at me. Let's work something out, because I think the most important thing here is a kid going home with a smile on their face from a car show or a race event, and they got some cool apparel and cool little knickknacks to take home with them. So let's make this even bigger and even better. Thank you everyone for all the support. Again, just want to show you guys some of the stuff that they're getting. I think it's going to be a really neat little deal. So anyways, thank y'all so much, and let's get back on GTO here. All right guys, so yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty dang good deal right there. Anytime we can put some smiles on some kids' faces, I think it's a cool deal. So those kids will either get a shirt like that one right there, or they'll get one of our hats. They're going to get all kinds of little knick-knack stuff too. Anything else that we can come up with from now until the first event we're going to is, again, the Speedline Automotive Sales Trunk or Treat in Kingsport, Tennessee. I'll put some information down below on that thing, and I'll also put the advertisement right here for you guys as well, so y'all can see that. Come out and see us. Come say hi. It's definitely a good event. A lot of kids are going to get some stuff there. It's a good event. So definitely thank you Speedline. Thank you all of our sponsors and stuff that helps us out a lot. You know, we get a lot of help with this car, and it takes a lot of help to be able to go racing and go to the events and stuff. So definitely thank you everyone who helps us out a bunch. Everyone who buys t-shirts, everyone who buys hats, all that stuff is really important. Watching our videos. Speaking of videos, we've got a ton of new subscribers here very recently. Definitely go and check out our older episodes. We got a lot of builds that we've done, hot rods we've worked on, not just this GTO, but all kinds of other stuff we've done, races we went to and stuff like that I think you guys would really enjoy. And go back and watch that stuff, comment on it, share it with your friends. All that stuff is very helpful to us. This channel does help this car out a lot. It does help get sponsors. It does help buy things for this thing as well. But we got to keep growing. We got to keep moving. So anyways, thank you all so much. Appreciate all the support. It's really helpful, and we got a lot more to come. So anyways, hope to see you all this coming Friday. Again, October 27th from 5 to 9 in Kingsport, Tennessee. Be there. Come see us. Bring your kids. Again, trunk or treating. There'll be candy out to galore, and we'll be giving away some free stuff as well. So come and see us. The next event after that, Jesse is having his Hoopty Kings swap meet the very next day. That's on the 28th. I'll be down there as well at that, and I'm going to be selling some junk and stuff like that. If it's going to be a swap meet and car show, so bring your hot rod, bring stuff to sell, all that good stuff. It'd be a really good time, and be a good deal. Let's see here. Moving on, racing. We've got to go to another race before season's over. It's going to start getting cold very fast. It's already getting cold. We're trying to get that worked out right now. Dates to come on that. Not sure which one. I'm pretty sure we're going to be going to Knoxville. It's in Tennessee, Knoxville Dragway. 8th Mile Racing down there. So I think that's where we're going to be going. But just don't know the date yet. So we're trying to get all that figured out. So hope to see you guys soon. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to go over to KillerMotorsports.com, where we've got all kinds of merch over there and all kinds of high performance products as well. And definitely a big shout out to our sponsors and partners. Till next time, you guys have a good one.